welcome back to the shop. It's always great to have you stop by for a visit. And we've got another project here that I want to show you. It's an item that I picked up in the flea market the last time I was out, and I showed it to you there and told you what I was intending to do with it. And here it is all finished up, and I wanted to show you what I did with it. So let me bring you over here in the middle of the shop where I'm intending to keep this and show you what we have. So here is my safety can for rags. I took, and I'll show you here, I cut off all the little ears that were around the edge here, which left me a bunch of sharp edges. Then I took the angle grinder and ground that all down, which still left me with a sharp edge. And then I took my wire brush and put it onto it and kept working it down further and further. And I'll tell you, I really like these sponge sanding pads. These here were from Harbor Freight. They're nice and soft. What I like is when I was working these, I don't have to worry about that getting into my hand and cutting through the paper, because it protects and does such a nice job. And now this is smooth with no sharp edges. I took and left these 4 tabs on it, and those 4 tabs will snap onto this and hold it securely. In fact, hopefully it'll still work now. You can pull, lift on the lid, and it'll lift the whole thing, and it won't pop off. So when you have oily rags such as this, all you have to do is come over here and throw them in, press that back down. This does have a little rubber seal that came with it, and if a fire should be any spontaneous combustion within side of this, it should use up the air very quickly. The rubber seal, when it gets hot, ought to melt right to the top of the lid. It shouldn't have a chance to expand the air. It should extinguish pretty quickly. So anyways, this here is what I'm going to use as my safety lid. If you see that I'm doing something, making a mistake somewhere, the only question I have is about the compression when the air gets hot inside of there. If this seal seals or melts, if this lid should pop. Should I take that seal out and allow the lid to let heat come out, or let the expanding air come out, and then suffocate the fire inside? I had somebody on one of my other videos comment who was a fireman. He said he showed up at a shed fire and the guy's whole shop burned down because of oily rags. So I'm really hoping, it's very rare that it happens, but still it can happen. And so I'm hoping this will be something that will be helpful to me. Let me know if you know about that rubber seal. Should I take it out? Should I leave it? And I know that the concept works. I'm just not sure about that. I'd hate for the lid to pop off and then it just be able to feed. Now I am leaving it in the middle of the shop here in this area. I have a metal can over here as a trash can. I have another trash can over here and a metal trash can right down here in front of me. And so that one over there, if it would catch on fire, would have plenty of fuel, which would be the wall, my toolboxes, and this whole wall here behind me. So I'm keeping this in the middle, so if there's a fire, it should not ignite anything that's around, and should be contained in this until everything is consumed inside. And that's only if that lid comes off. So I'm hoping this will be something that will add to some safety. I'd break my heart if the whole shop burned down all because of some carelessness. So I think this thing will work well. Before I had this one, I was using this feed bucket. And I think the concept is still sound on this one, because when you pull this handle down, this whole lid is very secure. And I think it would have let air out, but still would have suffocated the fire inside. So something like this will work. It's just this is a lot thinner metal, and if it was hot enough and for some reason it kept burning, I'm afraid it might burn through this. Whereas I don't think it's going to burn through this one. It may blister all the paint and it may turn black and rust real badly, but I think it would contain the fire and keep me safe. So I don't know if you give any thought to that, but it's something to be cautious about. I know some people that when they use linseed oil or oily rags and things, and I've done this too, where I hang them out on the clothesline and let them dry real well before I throw them away. But in this manner here, I'm able to collect all the rags inside there. When it gets about half full, I go down to the local laundromat and throw them all in for the heavy duty cycle. Put plenty of laundry soap in there and just let them clean up, and then I can use them again. So this is a way to keep things safe and be able to reuse those rags. So guys, for now, it's great to have you here. I appreciate you stopping by the shop for a visit, and I hope this was helpful. If you thought this was helpful or at least entertaining, I don't know how entertaining it would be, but give us a thumbs up anyways. It's always great to have you let YouTube know that you enjoy this kind of content. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. And if you know somebody else that might enjoy this content, please send them the link and we'll invite them to come by every time we have a video and share some more of this. So guys, for now, thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. God bless.